next one. Get ready for the fast page turn. I want a drink. Do I have time? Oh crap! That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Got it. Good. It's gonna be a chair.
President McRobbie, Chancellor Wallace, the candidates are assembled. We may now proceed with these commencement exercises.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome. As we begin tonight's commencement ceremony, Amanda Toole, who is an IU Southeast senior pursuing a Bachelor of Arts degree in music performance, will lead us in singing the national anthem. Then the Reverend Albert Cole, the pastor of the New Progressive Baptist Church in Jeffersonville, Indiana, will offer the invocation.
Let us pray. Dear wise and loving Father, we come right now to say thank you on behalf of all of our graduates who are here today. We say thank you because so many of our graduates who are here today have been through many trials, many suffering, done without, been sick, but you have allowed us to come to this day of celebration, and we say thank you because we want to give you the honor and the praise because you are worthy of praise. You are the source of all that is good, and you are the source of all our blessings. So we come this evening to say thank you for the staff, the leadership of this university. And then, Father, we want to ask you that each individual who's graduating today and go come across the stage, and those who have not made the decision to come across the stage, that we'll put our hands in your hand, and that you walk with us into the future. Because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we know that you hold the future. And we know with you everything will be good. We're asking you right now, as we thank the families, the husbands, the wives, and the children, the moms and the dads who have sacrificed so much to see their son or daughter to this point. Direct us in all our doing with the most gracious favor. Continue to show favor upon us one more time, because we know that if we keep the faith, you will see us through our journey. You have promised to be with us always. Therefore, I thank you, we thank you for every step of the way that you have brought us, because you are an awesome God. We know that you can move mountains. There's going to be many mountains that each participant today is going to have to go through with them. But let them know that you are their provider and you are their protector and you are great. And we said thank you. Amen and amen.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the class of 2015, welcome to the 186th Annual Commencement Ceremony of Indiana University and the 47th commencement exercises for this campus. I'm especially pleased to welcome the parents, the wives, the husbands, the partners, the relatives, and the friends who have helped make possible this day of achievement for our candidates. We share their pride in the celebration of accomplishment as we assemble to recognize the students whose hard work has earned them a degree. Today's ceremony will be brief compared with the years of diligent effort that each candidate has invested in his or her own education. Therefore, we ask our guests to honor all of our graduates by remaining until the ceremony is concluded. Indiana University is proud of its long and distinguished history. As a public university, we are deeply grateful for the support that we receive from the people of Indiana, and we are proud of the university's service to our state, our country, and the world for nearly 200 years. Seated behind me are officers of the university, members of the Board of Advisors for this campus, and other special guests. We are pleased they have joined us for this occasion. You will find all their names listed in your program booklets. We are especially delighted to have two members of the Board of Trustees of Indiana University with us today, and I ask them to stand, and could you please hold your applause until all are standing. With us today are Philip N. Eskew Jr. of North Webster and Patrick A. Shoulders of Evansville. Please join me in greeting our trustees. Also with us today are senior members of the administration of Indiana University, who I ask to stand And again, please hold your applause until all are standing. John S. Applegate, Executive Vice President for University Academic Affairs. Thomas A. Morrison, Vice President for Capital Planning and Facilities. James C. Wimbush, Vice President for Diversity, Equity and Multicultural Affairs. And David Zarrett, Vice President for International Affairs. Please join me in welcoming our Vice Presidents. Now it is my pleasure to invite to the podium Ray Wallace, Chancellor of the Indiana University Southeast Campus. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Wallace.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, President McRobbie. I join with you in extending a warm welcome to our honored guests, to the many friends of IU Southeast who have come for this important occasion, and especially to the members of the graduating class. At this time, let me recognize the members of the Indiana University Southeast Board of Advisors. This board is composed of individuals who help to make the university an important and integral part of this region and this community. Will the advisors please stand? There is another important and crucial group of individuals that I ask you to salute: the faculty members of Indiana University Southeast. Their outstanding scholarship, dedication to teaching, and commitment to their students have made this commencement possible. They have inspired our graduates in ways that will last a lifetime. Will the faculty please stand for our recognition? Thank you. I would also like to recognize the members of the IU Southeast's outstanding staff who are here with us today. These tireless individuals help make it possible for our students to succeed. Would you give them a round of applause? Staff members, if you could rise. And finally, I ask our graduates to look around at this packed auditorium and look at your families and friends. Their support and encouragement have been invaluable. All of us rely in countless ways on those who are near and dear to us. We depend on their helping hands and their faith that we will succeed. So graduates, please stand and give a big round of applause for your family and friends. Thank you. You may be seated. A traditional feature of commencement is the induction of the graduating class into the IU Alumni Association. As students, you have been members of a very close family at Indiana University Southeast. As graduates, you become part of something much bigger, a network of friends and colleagues with whom you have much in common. And so I invite the representatives of Indiana University to induct the graduating class into the Alumni Association of Indiana University. Trustee Patrick A. Shoulders will represent the university. Jim Bradshaw, President of the Indiana University Southeast Alumni Board of Directors, will represent the alumni. And Lauren Pangburn, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, will represent the class of 2015. Will all members of Indiana University graduating class please stand?
Trustee Shoulders. Inscribed upon this scroll are the names of every member of the graduating class of 2015. I request that each name be formally added to the list of alumni of Indiana University. We look forward to joining IU's extended family and ask the alumni to direct our service toward the university in the future.
Thank you, Ms. Pangburn. Mr. Bradshaw, the trustees of Indiana University are proud to present these graduates for admission into the Indiana University Alumni Association. They join more than 630,000 IU graduates who reside in all 50 states and in more than 150 countries around the world. And they constitute the third largest university alumni body in the United States. Would the IU alumni, those of you who have an IU degree in the audience, please stand. "2015 graduates, please look around you. Today you are joining IU's global network of more than 630,000 alumni. We know that those graduating here will continue to enhance the worldwide reputation of IU and bring distinction and honor to our alma mater. Alumni, please be seated. 2015 graduates, however, you're not alumni yet. Please remain standing.
Trustee Shoulders, we accept and welcome the members of the graduating class of 2015 into the Indiana University Alumni Association. Class of 2015, as Indiana University's newest alumni, I hope you take pride in both your academic accomplishments and the standards you have set for your peers. As you experience continued professional and personal growth, I am confident you will uphold IU's tradition of excellence. Alumni are the lifeblood of all great universities, and I encourage you to support your alma mater and your alumni association with any means possible. Congratulations again on your achievement, and welcome to the club. Thank you.
To the class of 2015, I offer congratulations on your induction into the Indiana University Alumni Association. Please be seated. And now we continue another tradition, the presentation of the annual Indiana University Southeast Distinguished Alumni Award. This award, which was established in 1998 by the IU Southeast Alumni Association, recognizes an individual who has distinguished herself or himself through personal and professional accomplishments, community service, and involvement with Indiana University. I invite Mr. Bradshaw to escort this year's recipient to the podium.
Chancellor Wallace, I am pleased and honored to introduce this year's recipient of the IU Southeast Distinguished Alumni Award, Ms. Cynthia Torp. Cynthia is president and owner of Solid Light, Inc. in Louisville, Kentucky. She is a 1984 Bachelor of Arts graduate in IU Southeast Fine Arts program. She is a design professional with more than 35 years of experience and has supervised the creation of inspired visitor experiences for museums, corporations, nonprofits, and universities. Her love of storytelling, coupled with her mastery of graphic design and fabrication, has helped her make an indelible mark on the museum world. Cynthia oversaw the completion of the Evan Williams Bourbon Experience on Louisville's historic Whiskey Row, and most recently, she presided over the completion of a new experience at the Hermitage in Nashville, Tennessee. Her Solid Light team is currently completing the renovation of the Falls of the Ohio State Park Interpretive Center, which will open this fall. Solid Light is a 100% woman-owned business and is certified as a women's business enterprise. In 2010, Cynthia was named Businesswoman of the Year by the Louisville chapter of the National Association of Women Business Owners. Throughout her career, Cynthia has been a consistent and loyal supporter of IU Southeast. She has employed 3 IU Southeast alumni as staff members and has offered students part-time opportunities to create collateral materials for community events. Ms. Torp and her husband, Professor of Fine Arts Brian Jones, have established a scholarship for IU Southeast to be funded by their estate plan, and Cynthia established a Fine Arts Scholarship in memory of her daughter, Kate Torp. These achievements make it clear that Cynthia Torp has represented IU Southeast with great distinction and is an ideal recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award.
Cynthia Torp, on behalf of Indiana University Southeast and the Alumni Association, I am pleased to present you to the class of 2015 and to the assembled audience here today. Congratulations. Everybody doing okay? You guys relaxed? Ready to get this going? Here we go. As the Chancellor of IU Southeast, I would like to offer my heartfelt congratulations to each of you, the members of the Indiana University Southeast's class of 2015. You have earned your Indiana University degree, and today we all celebrate your accomplishments. 4, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe longer. Years ago, at your induction ceremony for incoming first-year students, you were welcomed to our beautiful campus. On that warm August day, it was predicted that your time here on our campus would fly. And I have heard from a number of you over the past few days that it did just that. Now, I expect that some of you are feeling a bit nostalgic already for your days spent here at IU Southeast. And I certainly hope these emotions are blended with a hard-earned sense of accomplishment, excitement, and anticipation for what's to come. After all, today we are here to celebrate the future, your future. You are now part of an elite group. Less than 8% of the world's population has achieved what you have, a college degree. And in many ways, you are forever indebted to those who helped you get here. You are now role models for future generations of college graduates. Graduates, I encourage each of you to thank your family for supporting you, to be appreciative to IU for providing you with a truly exceptional world-class education, and be mindful that every class, every lecture, every memorable learning moment experienced on our campus was shaped in some way by an educational professional who cared deeply about your future. Indeed, your professors provided you with great opportunities. They inspired you to think creatively and to prepare yourself for life beyond academia. Please join me in showing them your gratitude. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate the exceptional students who make our campus so wonderfully unique. Students like Sean Margay. Sean, are you there? Stand up, Sean, if you're here. There he is, right there. Stay standing. This will only take 30 minutes. A chemistry major from Greenville, Indiana, who has demonstrated leadership in and out of the classroom as a teaching and lab assistant and as president of our chemistry club. Sean recently presented his research on malaria at the IU Southeast Student Conference and plans to pursue a PhD in physical chemistry. Way to go, Sean. Thank you. You may be seated. We celebrate students like Chris Morris. Chris, please stand. Chris is short, he's hard to see. Who, after serving our country for 21 years, found a home at IU Southeast. In fact, would all the veterans of our armed services please rise so that we may thank you. Thank you. So after, now stay up there, Chris. Don't be sitting down yet. Yep. After retiring from the Army, he came to a new family, IU Southeast. He graduates today having earned 2 bachelor's degrees. He has also traveled to Ghana twice and Wales and a forthcoming trip to Ireland. Smart move. There he will conduct research with IU Southeast. He's been involved in numerous campus groups and organizations and has served as a mentor to fellow veterans making the transition from the military to the academic arena. He plans to use his education and personal experience to continue helping other veterans, especially those struggling with PTSD. Thank you, Chris. We celebrate students like Rachel Dalton. Rachel. There she is. Rachel is a Spanish and elementary education double major from Pekin, Indiana. She transferred to IU Southeast and quickly became involved in student groups and activities, including becoming a peer mentor through our mentoring program on campus. She is a philanthropist who has traveled abroad many times to volunteer in Spanish-speaking countries and hopes to begin teaching Spanish locally after graduation, using her Spanish knowledge as a vehicle to reach and teach more people. Thank you, Rachel. And finally, we celebrate students like Zachary Pruitt, a business management major from Louisville. Zachary, there we go. As I say, he's a business management major from Louisville, Kentucky, who transferred to IU Southeast in his junior year. Zach is an Army ROTC student at IUS who was recently commissioned in a ceremony that just happened before this ceremony. He was recently commissioned as a 2nd lieutenant in the United States Army. What is it with you soldiers? I didn't tell you to sit down. He was the deserving recipient of a merit-based Army ROTC scholarship and will soon be serving our country as an aviation officer, flying Black Hawk helicopters and C-12 Huron military aircrafts. We salute you, sir. Thank you. These fine students are representative of the graduating class we celebrate this evening, a group we are proud to have served at IU Southeast. Seated before you, ladies and gentlemen, are students who we know as academic scholars, academic student athletes, researchers, artists, people involved in community events, and so much more. The graduating class of 2015 is comprised of more than 1,000 students. 37% of these students are the first in their families to attain an undergraduate degree. Almost 65% of this year's graduates are Indiana State residents. Those are Hoosiers. While 35% of our graduates this evening have taken advantage of the reciprocity agreement with the state just over the river from Kentucky. IU Southeast graduates this evening represent 26 Indiana counties, 8 U.S. states, and 22 countries of origin. Our oldest graduate is, and this person does not need to stand, 63, and yay. Our youngest graduate, who probably could do a cartwheel, but I don't want you to do that, is 20. Wow. Wow. 46% of today's graduates are younger than 24, while another 28% are over the age of 30. The most The most popular degree granted this evening is the Bachelor of Arts. And the most popular major is communications. Another dean asked me to say this. The second most frequent degree is the Bachelor of Science in Business. Tonight we award 56 associate degrees, 884 bachelor's degrees, and 113 master's degrees, for a total of 1,053 degrees. Get this, 50 students in this distinguished group are walking across the stage with perfect 4.0 grade point averages. As Chancellor of IU Southeast, let me conclude by saying I am proud of each and every one of you. On behalf of a great faculty and staff, we congratulate you on your accomplishments. As a regional IU campus, we are actualizing our vision to shape the future of our region by transforming good students into great leaders, one graduate at a time. You, the members of the class of 2015, are living proof of that success. In turn, I hope that you are honored and proud to receive your IU degree. I also hope that you are especially pleased with your time at this exceptional institution of higher learning. Not only have you earned a highly marketable and career-ready degree, but also one that has instilled in you the desire for lifelong learning. We now invite you to become official ambassadors for future groups of graduating classes here at IU Southeast. We encourage you to talk with friends and relatives and co-workers and supervisors to articulate the IU Southeast story in order that others may benefit from what we have to offer. As you know, we grant a fine array of IU degree programs, undergraduate and graduate, here in southern Indiana. These exceptional programs are taught by a faculty second to none in our region, and at a cost which keeps in mind the absolute necessity for affordable access for our region's citizens. You know what makes IU Southeast the smart choice for higher education in this region, and now we need you to help communicate this loudly as we actively search for the next generation of great students just like you. President McRobbie and members of the Board of Trustees, I am honored to present the IU Southeast class of 2015 to you today. I offer hearty congratulations to each of them on their significant achievements. And now to present the response for this class, it is my distinct privilege to welcome Ms. Lauren Pangburn back to the podium. Thank you, graduates.
Thank you, Chancellor Wallace. It is an honor to represent the class of 2015. When I first came to IU Southeast, I was a young and excited fine arts major. The proximity of the university to my hometown was a factor I could not easily ignore. After some time, I discovered it was not only the convenience of IU Southeast that was attractive, but also the closeness of the campus community that firmly committed me here. After taking classes part-time for a year, my family encouraged me to give college a full-time try. I went all in. I moved into the lodges, met with my advisors, joined a campus organization, and at my peak, was enrolled in 18 credit hours in one semester. Because of the abounding opportunity that is purposefully woven into the mission of this university, many of us are able to lead in unique ways. My intellectual growth at IU Southeast is notable, but the most fruitful experiences came from the time I spent outside of the classroom. The experiences I had as a groundbreaker in campus sustainability, an executive cabinet member for the Student Government Association, and a supplemental instruction leader and coach helped create the person that stands before you today. But none of our personal achievements and accolades are the result of our work alone. As author Chuck Palahniuk said, "Nothing of me is original. I am the combined effort of everyone I've ever known." Today, we celebrate our achievement, but in doing so, we are celebrating every single person that helped us cross the stage. We shouldn't forget the copious amount of time our professors spent reading the papers we spent all night writing, sometimes at the last minute. And of equal importance, we shouldn't forget the endless encouragement and support that staff members devoted to us along the way. For me, my family and my mentors served the most significant role in my success. Author Brené Brown said, "What we know matters, but who we are matters more." The time I spent here has given me the opportunity to discover myself in the deepest, most humbling way possible. My efforts have become the core of my identity. I have made lasting connections, developed leadership skills, taken intriguing and engaging courses, and most importantly, I have created an identity that is something to celebrate. Today, as we celebrate the completion of this chapter of our lives, I challenge each of you to consider what your legacy will be. What pieces of this university will you take with you into your future endeavors? What experiences have shaped the person you have become? These legacies are the foundation of IU Southeast and will continue to recreate and sustain the university that we know and love. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren, for your inspiring message. Now I welcome President McRobbie back to the podium to deliver the charge to the class of 2015.
Trustees, Chancellor Wallace, members of the IU Southeast Board of Advisors, faculty and staff, colleagues, family and friends, and members of the class of 2015. The legendary educator John Alfred Hanna said, "We who believe in the dignity of the human spirit must preserve educational values for what they can do both for the individual as an individual and as a citizen of a free nation. We must accept new opportunities to serve the American people," he continued, "to treat with respect and seriousness the demands they make upon us from time to time, and to resist with all our strength any pressure threatening to impair the essential integrity of our universities." Today, you graduate from a university that has, for nearly 200 years, continued to believe in the dignity of the human spirit, and one that has, throughout its history, gladly accepted new opportunities to serve the people of the state and the nation by responding to society's changing needs. As you become graduates of one of America's greatest universities, there can be no question that Hannah's words suggest that the education that you have received has benefited each of you as individuals. One of the most immediate values that you will realize from your degree will result from the fact that a quality education leads to quality employment. 70% of job openings that will occur over the next decade will require some form of post-secondary education. You will earn, on average, $1 million more over the course of a lifetime than a person who holds only a high school degree. There are also readily apparent benefits for higher education for our society more broadly. Higher education contributes to advances that enhance the quality of life for all, and contributes to the prosperity and economic development of local communities, states, and the nation. But there are also deeper and more profound values of higher education that may be less obvious. In addition to providing a quality education that teaches intellectual and practical skills, universities also instill high ethical values and practices among students. As you have grappled with complex, relevant problems as part of the wide-ranging and selectively deep education that you have received here at IU Southeast, you have gained new insight into the human condition. You have come to recognize the interconnectedness of all knowledge, and you have learned to apply scientific, quantitative, logical, and ethical frameworks as you evaluate information and issues. Public universities, like Indiana University, also put a great emphasis on a public mission that includes educating students for engaged, responsible citizenship and preparing them for public service. As Thomas Jefferson once wrote, "Whenever the people are well informed, they can be trusted with their own government." An educated citizenry also acts as a major force for social cohesion, as its members work to foster inclusiveness, to increase civic participation, to engage in the democratic process at all levels, and to create opportunities for the upward mobility of all its citizens. An educated citizenry, then, is the glue that holds together a civilized society. Higher education also has an impact on how one uses one's private resources for philanthropy. College graduates are more likely to be involved in community and professional organizations that offer a diversity of opportunities for philanthropy. As that remarkably astute observer of our then burgeoning democracy, Alexis de Tocqueville, wrote in the early 1800s, "The most enlightened Americans constantly use their knowledge to make new discoveries, to increase the general prosperity which, when made, they pass eagerly to the mass of the people." Public universities also have an obligation to change in response to society's changing needs. IU has done so in recent years by creating 6 new schools the most since the earliest days of the university's founding, and many, many new degree programs to serve the needs of the state and the nation, and to provide our students with the most relevant educational possibilities available so that they are positioned for success in today's global marketplace. No matter what degrees you have earned, you and your fellow graduates have benefited from your education in countless ways, and you are now the torchbearers poised to respond to help build our future. In 1991, Congress Lee Hamilton, who represented Southern Indiana in the United States House of Representatives for 34 years with great distinction, and who now serves on the faculty of IU School of Global and International Studies, received an honorary IU degree during a commencement ceremony just like this at IU Southeast. He urged graduates to apply their knowledge and their experience in the application of logical and ethical frameworks to, as he put it, bring wisdom to human affairs. His advice to, in his words, worry less about what happens to ourselves and to the organizations we cherish, and more about how to advance the common good, is as relevant today as it was nearly a quarter of a century ago. As graduates of Indiana University, you have been preparing for years to become the next generation to discover, to understand, to pursue what is right and good, and to apply all that you have learned. Equipped with knowledge, armed with courage, and tempered by prudence, may you continue to strive to bring wisdom to human affairs, to toil for justice, and to advance the common good. May you carry on the traditions of excellence that have brought you all here today to this moment. And may you work together to build a future ever brighter and more celebrated than today. And now it is my pleasure to invite back to the podium Chancellor Ray Wallace. Please join me in greeting Chancellor Wallace again.
Thank you, President McRobbie. We now come to the central moment of this commencement ceremony, the conferral of degrees. The names of the candidates are listed in your program booklets. I invite your attention to the fact that some candidates tonight have been awarded honors in general scholarship. They are wearing distinguishing cords. The significance of these cords is explained in the honors section of your program booklets. In addition, some students have earned departmental or school honors, or are members of academic honors societies. Indiana University holds all of its graduates in high esteem and takes an added measure of pride in those who have excelled academically. I now ask those candidates for degrees who are graduating with distinction, high distinction, and highest distinction to please stand and remain standing. I also ask candidates who have attained departmental or school honors or who belong to academic honors societies to also stand. Congratulations to you all. Please be seated. The candidates will now be presented for degrees. President McRobbie will confer degrees after all the candidates have been introduced. At that time, all of you will be asked to stand once again for the conferral. I begin by asking Dr. Ulrich Defran, Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, to present candidates for degrees.
Will the candidates for associate's degrees in the School of Arts and Letters, Natural Sciences, and Social Sciences please stand? Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the schools of Arts and Letters, Natural Sciences, and Social Sciences please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Liberal Studies please stand? These candidates, meeting all requirements for the degrees indicated, are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these degrees. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the candidates for associate's degrees in the School of Business please stand? Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Business please stand? Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Business Administration and Master of Science in Strategic Finance please stand? These candidates, meeting all the requirements for the degrees indicated, are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these degrees. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Education please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Education please stand? These candidates, meeting all requirements for the degrees indicated, are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these degrees. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please stand? These candidates, meeting all requirements for the degree indicated, are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of this degree. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Now, would all those candidates who have earned a degree please stand once again? Candidates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Indiana University, I am privileged to confer upon each and every one of you the degrees recommended by the faculty with all attendant rights and responsibilities. The reputation of Indiana University depends on your continued commitment to the values, knowledge, and the skills that you have gained here. I now invite those of you who are earning your first college degree to show that you are now graduates of Indiana University by moving the tassels on your caps to the left side. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and now please be seated.
I now invite our graduates to come forward to the platform. Marty Rosen, Director of Library Services at IU Southeast, will announce the names of the graduates, and I will be presenting you your diploma covers. Thank you.
We begin this evening with graduates who have earned the master's degree in liberal studies. And our first graduate is Anne Elizabeth Eubler. And earning a Bachelor of Arts degrees, we have Jeanette Bradshaw. Ashley Nicole Curry. This group of graduates has earned the bachelor's degree in the School of Arts and Letters. And beginning, we have Jerry Lynn Nicole Meeks. Laura Ashley Rogers with distinction. Jonathan Ham. Brennan Foster Cranmer. Jessica Lauren Sukal. Katie Jo Gleasing. Congratulations. Olitha Dawn Reel. Taylor Renee Miles. Ryan Taylor Cannon with highest distinction. Tashika S. Jarrett. Kalisha L. Allen. Nadine Emmy Smith. Catherine Marie Heil. Thomas N. Thompson III. Nicole Mariah Potts. Emily Elizabeth Wimpsett. Bradley Ethan Cooper with highest distinction. Congratulations. Nicholas Kyle Watkins. Andrew Charles Dangler. Catherine Elizabeth Fisher. Taylor Ann McAdams. Congratulations. Shayna Marie Richardson. Jenna Michelle Grace Underhill. Jenna Lenore Ryan with distinction. Alexandria Patrice Sweat. Shelby Ray Pierce. Rebecca Lee White. Kaylin Lindsay Jones. Paige Elizabeth Davis. Maho Sato. Alexandria Maxi Pavek. Catherine Ellison Trauber. Megan Nicole Pleiss. Marissa Louise Reagans. Joshua Sayo Bleeker. Lindsay Marie Mayman. Katie Ann Malk. Mariah Reagan with highest distinction. Z Vo. Glynis Ann Bernier Clark with high distinction. David Allen Royalty. Tyler B. Toralba. Pamela Costorena. Samantha Ann Eichlor. Ashley June Begley Williams. Shelley S. Handsome. Chelsea Ray Trosper. Laura Ann Berger. Marin Francesca Sorgi. Shannon Marie Boyer. Tamara J. Franks. Rachel Elizabeth Simpson. Joseph Leon Rockner. Olivia Jo Newberry. Joshua Dean Cox. Danielle Michelle Gohl. Hannah Ashley Phillips. Felicia Elaine Schelling with highest distinction. George Dwight Murph. Emily Thaler. Elise Marie White. Mercedes Monique Eckert. Shannon Mikkel Klyer. Jennifer Brooke Capps. Katie Ann Connor. Kathleen Marie Wilkinson. Whitney Saylor Guthrie. Hannah Marie Seals. Nicholas Patrick Johnson. Casey Lynn Johnson. Christopher Richard Pruitt. With distinction for Christopher Richard Pruitt, by the way. Is it, how do you say it, Ray Brown? Okay. Ray Brown. Congratulations. Bainline, yeah. James Michael Bainline. Hey, congratulations. How are you doing? Is it Joel Gunterman Faree? Congratulations. How you doing? Wesley, okay. Wesley Allen Smallwood. Hello. Kojin Tashiro. Sean Fanning. Patrick Sean Fanning. Hey, congratulations. How you doing? Good work. Stiller. Paul Allen Stiller. Jonathan Beckham East. Travis L. Schuster. Congratulations. Hey, how you doing? Is it Crystal Brielle Gilbert with distinction. Hi, how are you doing? Michelle Lene Johnson. Matthew Scott Deerking. Hey, how are you doing? Is it Megan or Megan Leanne Fisher? Hi, how are you doing? Amanda Nicole Morrison with distinction. Thank you. Elisa Lee Wimbish. Brittany Nicole Emmons with distinction. Hello, congratulations. You a fine arts major? Excellent. Ricky Lynn Stenger. How are you doing? Congratulations. Jacob John Royce Geese. Say it again. Geese, okay. Jacob John Royce Geese with highest distinction. Frederick Ari. Oh, it's changing. You're the first person? Okay. Take that one. That was the last one from me. All right. This next group of graduates have earned their degrees in the School of Natural Sciences. And is it Richard Matthew Madley? Yes. Our first graduate from that group is Richard Matthew Madley. Desiree Cheyenne Beard. Hey, congratulations to you. Cassandra Nicole Shad. That's all right, you can take this. Is it Joshua Ryan Crace? Joshua Ryan Crace with distinction. Congratulations. Chase Hunter Singleton. Tyler Scott Bratcher. Kristen Renee Newberry. Congratulations. Jade Renee Troutman. Hey, congratulations. You happy? Hard work, huh? Let me take a look at this. Is it Parth Patel? Parth Patel. Elvire Tennick. How you doing? Patricia Leanne Henniger with distinction. Hi. Kimberlyn Marie Humphrey with highest distinction. Hey, how are you doing? Andrew Emmerman with distinction. Anthony Kenneth Norton. Jason Wayne Rhodes. Elizabeth May Lehman. Jacob Holt McBroom. Hannah Sarah Tilak Singh. Andrew Thomas Hornback with high distinction. Corey Robert Capisser with highest distinction. Nicholas Alexander Roberts. Tyler James Lacure. Is that right? Angela Michelle Shutters. Daniel Joseph Lytle. Stephen Edward Schmidt. Andre Joseph Squires. Tony Nicole Hendricks. Samantha Lee Harris. Christina Michelle Black. Kelsey Ray Burris. Erin Elizabeth Minks. Elizabeth Ashley Sutton. You look happy. As well you should be. Good work. Danielle Page Lafleur. April L. Barnard with distinction. Hayden Alexander Johnson. Robert Edward Hudgel. Christopher Joseph Simonis. Michael B. Roberts with highest distinction. Jesse Patricia Martinez. Sarah Rose Feeler. Brennan Michael Sarpas. Allison Ray Jinks with high distinction. Brianna Nicole Nicholson with distinction. Dathan Andre Williams. Brian Franklin Forbes. Roshanthi Ekanayaka with distinction. Anna B. Schwartz. Nathan Allen Hunt. Rebecca Hamilton Deasy with distinction. Kelly Suzanne Parker. Katie Elizabeth Kinnear. Deborah Marie Haberlin with high distinction. Scott L. Payne. Kyle T. Hickman with highest distinction. Hey, congratulations. Good to see you. Congratulations. Ethan Davis Robbins. Congratulations. Haven't you done this before? Is it Summy? Russell Pruitt Summy. How are you doing? Kama Taylor White. Sean Conrad Margee with high distinction. Lynette Serene Harding with high distinction. John Matthew Wheatley. Chelsea M.A. Bruner. Nicholas Alexander Long. Miralam Beckrich with highest distinction. Congratulations. Spencer James Hill. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Congratulations. Ryan M. Kessler. Jeremy A. Tyler. Good to see you guys getting out of here. Justin Alexander Schwartz. How you doing? Congratulations. Good to see you. Yes, I know. Ethan A. Sheldorf. Vanessa Winicky. Nicholas Glenn Goodlett. Congratulations. Andrew James Utley. I know you. Right? Andrew James Utley with high distinction from somewhere. Christina Marie Lincoln. And now we have graduates from the School of Social Sciences. Is it Ashley Sade? Ashley Sade Neal. Congratulations. Crystal Nicole Burks. Joseph Marion Blandford III with highest distinction. Sarah Lynn Osborne. Hello, how are you? Shelby Nicole Ritchie with high distinction. Congratulations. Julie Ann Denbo. Allison Beth Dilbeck. Mary Ellen Oglesby. Bethany Elizabeth Strunk. I don't get the hug. Congratulations. Nicole Eulalia Powell? Eulalia. No I. Okay. Nicole Eulalia Powell. Jessica Sue Crane. Congratulations. You're looking pretty happy. What are you doing next year? That's excellent. Sadiq Hassan Mohammed. Okay. Bailey Elizabeth Harper. Oh, Lauren's trying to get in the line. Wethington. Jeremy Scott Wethington with high distinction. Congratulations. That is Lauren, isn't it? Orange. Shelby Ann Orange. Okay. What's the dog's name? Jack. All right. Is it Tanya Lynn Deku? Tanya Lynn Deku and Jack. Let's see. Lauren Michelle Pangburn. Congratulations. Janelle Nicole Alford. Congratulations. Nothing to be nervous about. You're done now. Ariel Victoria Ariel Victoria Blair Temples. Laura Gail Ubrick with distinction. Haley Elizabeth Warwick. Erin Michelle Mann. Sarah Margaret Moore. Emily Ann Holmquist with distinction. Tiffany L. Collins with distinction. Titania Amanda Simmons. Caitlin Elizabeth Kepley Salazar. Everett Allen Deckard. Travis Wayne Lintelman. Bedis Chebby. Congratulations, my friend. Brent Portal. Angelica R. Weissman with high distinction. Joshua Robert Medlock with distinction. Kelsey Lee Bledsoe. Courtney Ann Connolly. John C. DiDomenico. Ethan Lee Smith. Alfonso Ray Bridgman. Adam Michael Taylor with high distinction. Melissa Lee Spade with distinction. Mackenzie A. Acuff with distinction. Jessica Rose Schreck. Lauren Aubrey Smith. April Michelle Rickert. Congratulations. Taylor Nicole Ferguson. Kayla Jordan Tatgenhorst. Ashley Elizabeth Benson. Carolee A. Despain. Erica Renee Jackson. Kelsey Eleanor Adkins. Megan Sue Hannell. Autumn Rain Atkins. Aaron Tyler Jaggers. Terrence Wayne Chastain. Is it Emily? Emily Myra Johnson with highest distinction. Jenna Lacey. With distinction for Jenna Lacey. Chelsea Lynn Phillips Payne with distinction. Nicholas Lee DeVilly. Jarrett Lee Young with highest distinction. Christopher Everett Morris with distinction. Lehman Lee Daniel. Zachary William Novello with high distinction. Andrew Tyler Wright. Kayla Joanne Hammer with high distinction. Joshua Lee Atkins. Shelby Christine Mayfield. Chelsea Jean Fahey. Brianna Marie Jordan. Hannah Wright. Casey Nicole Richardson. Nicholas Andrew Perez. Emily Michelle Yeager Cox. Jacob A. Cook. Dennis Michael Egolf. Jessica Brianne Johnson. Maya Reuter. Jennifer Ryan Beamer. Chelsea Renee Warner with distinction. Rachel Suzanne Dotson. Sarah Elizabeth Skelly with distinction. Chelsea Lee O'Neill. Chanel Raylyn Harbin. Julietta Mahich. Megan Lynn Foreman. Congratulations. Christopher W. Brody with distinction. Sydney Elizabeth Sloan. Amelia Mary Reckelhoff with highest distinction. Melissa Ann Houghton. Leah Marie Palmer. Jessica Ashley Mullins with distinction. Chelsea Jensine Sampson with high distinction. Christina Carol Conkrite. Elizabeth Ann Reese. McKenna Marie Klein. David Stewart Lapsey Jr. Taylor Marie Brown with high distinction. Tiffany Michelle Bame with distinction. Jessica Renee Davis. Haley Lynn Little. Hillary Sue Guesswine. Good job. S. Escher Taylor with high distinction. Brian James Dennis. Katie Brooks Tharp. Elizabeth Margaret London. Sarah Renee Johnson. Kelsey Nicole Morris. Gretchen Marie Oliver. Asia Malin Hogel. Benjamin Leo Weaver. Colin Andrew McClanahan. Mason A. Moody with high distinction. Shoko Michelle Epperson with high distinction. William Zacchaeus Durbin. Andrew Travis Apple. April Nicole Hall. Kathleen McGurk. Megan Rose Knopp. Andrew James Glomb. Jesse Lee Stamper. Joshua Lynn Welch. Destiny N. Bolin with distinction. Erin May Woodard with distinction. Alexandra Harris Henson. Kyla Dawn James with distinction. Matthew R. McDonald. Emily Laura Lenke. Brittany Marie Hernandez. Sabrina Linnell Maddox. Lawrence Keegan Clark. Corey Brian McFarland with distinction. Margarita Ortiz Mackel. Erica Renee Hart Clark. Savannah Renee Camp with distinction. Congratulations. David Stephen Camp. Marshall O. Sublett Jr. Marshall O'Neill Sublett. Marshall O'Neill Sublett Jr. Brian Matthew Kleinman. These graduates are earning their degree in the field of general studies. James Robert Curd. Philip Lawan Allen Jr. James Robert Reed. Congratulations. How you doing? You ready to go on to other things, right? So it's Bobby Johnson Jr. Michael Scott Miller. Stephen Christopher Rosenberg. Hey, how are you? Anita Kraft. Lindsay Nicole Cooper. Alyssa Nicole Nanny. Okay. All right. Alyssa Nicole Nanny. Hey, how are you doing? Amanda May Sharp. You gotta improvise. Janice Lee, congratulations. Janice Lee Grady with distinction. Sheena Meyer. Hey, congratulations. Good to see you. Kevin Wayne Wiseman. Shelby Dawn Solman. Amber Rose Byrne. Kendra Lynn Denby. Shauna Jane Veach Evans. Aaron Ray Barbercheck. Amanda Dawn Doherty. Wesley B. Merrifield. Leisha Lorraine Totten. Elizabeth Nicole Parr. Marcy Renee Smith. Morgan Janelle McNelly. Jordan Scott Cooley. Chauncey Nicole Bigham. Jasmine Lene Riddlesprigger. Carolyn Rose Zip. Ashley Noel Callum. Keisha Marie Craven. Congratulations. Kimberly Michelle Mattingly. Barbara Dean Hobson. Taylor Lynn Barnwell. April Annette Stepney. William Martin Jones. Summer Lynn Hammond with distinction. Brenda Yvonne Lewis. Chantel Mahogany Gleason. Joseph Russell Dukes. Are you all arranged in all master's degrees first, or do you know? But it's all masters? This is all the MBA? Next group of graduates have earned their master's degree from the School of Business. Carrie Beth Berger. Kurt Anthony Browning. Micah L. Simpson. Domini Dutta. Michelle Marie Arnold. Sophia Ray Coots. Douglas H. Hellman. Vincent Anthony Forsalini. Nasif M. Akand. Evaristus Chiagwain Chu. Terry Stein Hall. Jenny Herod Gibson. Rajesh Kumar. Deepak Chandra. Kyle William Whittinghill. Jonathan D. Buckles. Now these students have earned bachelor's degrees from the School of Business. And Jonathan D. Buckles is with distinction. Zuzana Horonik with high distinction. Okay. Matthew W. Harbert. Brian Lee Smith with high distinction. Abigail Louise Arana. Zachary Craig Pruitt. Kyle M. Hahn. Christopher Wayne Abbott. Eric James Cooper. Cassidy Lynn Boyer. Trent Jacob Baker. Aaron Tyler Windle with distinction. Angela Casabella with distinction. Evan Thomas Manius with distinction. Israel Douglas Stewart with distinction. Blake Hatton. Linda Marie Montgomery. Georgiana Marie Dryden. Ashley Nicole Jeffries. Summer Lee Benton. Andrew C. Smith. Aaron Robert Valentine. Philip Michael Brown. Dennis Patrick Cassidy. Ashley Nicole Martin. Sierra Nicole Bittner. Kayla Marie Phipps. Angela Nicole Lamb. Shelby Morgan Lee. Justin William McNally. Kenneth Wallace. Mary Catherine Zip. Johanna Catherine Sims. Bida Eve Kakadi. Cherie M. Drew. Letitia Nicole Johnson. Chelsea Eileen Kurtz with distinction. Jared D. Sturgeon. Cheetah Nanda Adhikari. Darren John Huth. Don M. Edlin. Brandon L. Mikesell. Benjamin Leo Thompson. Brennan Russell Bragg. Caitlin Alexandra Hack. Sarai Leah Keo. Alicia Danielle Torstensen. Yu Nu Nguyen. Tirza H. Cooper. Congratulations. Minette Janine Major Carroll. Kayla Ann Jennings. Clay M. Berner. Matthew David Campbell. Robert Jason Lane. Bruce Allen Brown. Alexander Kelsey Wolf. Lindsay Beatrice Rupp. Kelsey Lynn Brunner. Brittany Lee Aldridge. Jared Troy Hauser. Nicholas Alexander Lawrence. Patrick Harrison Pfeiffer. Rashni Patrawala. Jason Paul Bielefeld. Mati Ba Say. Mariam Manmadi. Alyssa K. Wilmoth. You're looking happy. Morgan Ellen Cook, as well you should. Gross. Derek Charles Gross. Congratulations. Kyle Anthony Craig. Congratulations. Good work. Thomas Ray Denny. Peter Winfield Bristol Jr. Congratulations. Patrick Wayne Harbison with high distinction. Christopher Matthew Klum. Whitney Ann Hicks with distinction. Megan May Sumner. Pranvera Bachiri. Brittany Nicole Gamble. Hope Delaney Busick with distinction. Kelly Lynn Zolman. Allison Carol Wine. Gabriel Lucas Eltsroth. Ryan Anthony Polas. Erica Beatrice Velasco. Joshua Paul Trueblood. How are you doing? Joseph P. O'Mary the third. All right. Joseph P. O'Mary the third. Hey, congratulations. Anthony D. Phillips Payne. Hi. How's it going? Stephen Blake Weeks. Tyler Scott Merchant. Allison Lee Buckman. Natalie Ferris. Christy Marcel Dahl. Zane Patrick Snyder. Congratulations. Ethan Allen Moffat. Good name. Congratulations. Ethan Allen Moffat. How are you doing? Brentley Combrink? Okay. Brentley Combrink with highest distinction. Congratulations. How's it going? Heath Seng. Heath Robert Seng. Congratulations. Cameron Earl David Hensley. Adam Thomas Martin. Carr Van Buren. Wendy Lynn Carr Van Buren. Benjamin Douglas Allen. Ryan Scott Kaufman. James Drew Datillo. Aaron Michael Altstadt. Trevor Wade Bell. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. Baggett. Jacob Allen Baggett. Congratulations. Alex Robert Chin. Congratulations. Wesley or Wesley? Wesley? Wesley Allen Ritchie with distinction. Kenneth William Carver. Ross H. Schaefer. Is that Anar Amar Zycon. David Wayne Webster. We have a new group of graduates. These people are graduating from the School of Education. First people who've earned their graduate degrees. Latoya Inez Latrice Malone. Deborah Christina Glover. Brittany A. Rutledge. Amy Marie Decker. Trudy Ann Morell. Kanisha Monique Zell. Stephanie Denise Slates. Nicole Angelique Brown. Susan Elizabeth Willinger. Elisa Council Floyd. Misty Glass. Kelly Ann Shop. Sally R. Baxter. James Michael Talley Jr. Craig Wayne Brown. Michael Edward Carson. LaShayla Porter Goodwin. Jessica Marie Asbury. Jeronica R. Hines. Brittany Nicole Carroll. Melissa Kristen Cheatham. Danielle Lynn Christian. Autumn Marie Mosier. Jenna Hudson. Amanda Lee Neal. Courtney Deanne Cato. Tammy Ann Tackett. Heather Noel Lozon. Emily Dane Eubacher. Jennifer Nicole Gordon. Rachel Marie Stewart. Now we're moving on to folks who have earned their bachelor's degree in the School of Education. Jay McLean Reed. Amy Nicole Meyer. Vanessa Nicole Holtzknecht. Kaylin Renee Matherly with distinction. Leah K. Carby. Carol Ann McGloshin. Vivian Bree Clark. Christy Nicole Litzy. April Nicole Evans. Samantha Michelle Riggs with high distinction. Kara Lynn Farmer. Alicia Danielle Pendleton. Sequoia Cherie Johnson. Jillian Nicole Chambers with distinction. Samantha Marie Coleman with high distinction. Melissa Ann Householder with high distinction. Megan Elizabeth Sutherland. Laura Ann Carr with high distinction. Elizabeth Ellen Miller with distinction. Kimberly Aline Miller with high distinction. Angela Jewel Holland. Erica Vise Donahue. Kelly M. Moore. Helen McWilliams Jeffries with high distinction. Caitlin Michelle Carlisle. I assume you're doing well. You're through. Taylor B. Darst with distinction. Candace Lane Offit. Amanda M. Hicks. Kayla Ann Whitlock with distinction. Mariah Louise Alexander. Lindsay Nicole Miller. Rachel Elizabeth Dalton with highest distinction. Emily Michelle Byrne with highest distinction. Ashlyn Nicole Barker with high distinction. Rose Therese Goodwin with highest distinction. Megan Elizabeth Staten. Macy Nicole Lewis. Natalie R. Weber. Jamie Kristen Tedesco with highest distinction. Margaret Olivia Martin. Melissa Danielle Lewis. Victoria Ann Travelstead. Rebecca Ann Egger with distinction. Dina Deshawn Gray. Madison Lee Kinley. Stephanie Ann Bradshaw with highest distinction. Heather Nicole Wheat. Rachel Renee LaDuke. Gina Sue McCowan. Chandalyn Marie Webb. Abigail Morgan Thomas. Ashley Elaine Wells. Kelsey Rochelle Bigelow. Stephen Patrick Yoakum with distinction. Brooke Kathleen Birchler. Jessica Elizabeth Spooner. Catherine Marie Morrison. Shauna Marie Kopp. April Renee Smith. Lisa Nicole Canoost. Chelsea Ann Kimmy. Samantha Jo Smith. Nicole Marie Seitz with distinction. Paige Aaron Nichols. Samuel Hunter Anderson. Justin S. Thomason. Anna Courtney Jones. Rayanne Maria Spicer with distinction. Brian Matthew Kreider. Cecil Craig Smith. Dakota Tyler Bossler. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. Kerberg. Stephen James Kerberg with high distinction. Daniel Leslie Needham. Patrick Stephen Lewis. Christopher Patrick Bach. John Underwood Miller. Evan Lawson. Joshua B. Holcomb. Congratulations. Douglas Patrick Joseph Crawford. Zachariah John Anderson. Our next group of graduates have earned their degrees from the School of Nursing. Rachel Marie Euster with high distinction. Jenny Lynn Gillum with distinction. Maria Trinidad Buchanan. Brooke Aaron Rutledge with distinction. Amanda Marie Gideon. Allison Catherine Sims. Carolyn Marie Pellman with high distinction. Candace Brooke Kepley with distinction. Brittany Jo Lantrip. Margaret Ann Osborne. Mackenzie Renee Schaefer. Holly Nicole Duggins. Sarah Ann House. Megan Lee Tompkins. Emily Nicole Lynch. Cassandra Paige Chadwell. Emily A. Robertson. Elizabeth Maria Scott. Erica K. Shireman. Ashley Marie Gettelfinger. Amberly Dale Leiter. Jillian Ball Gettelfinger. Jessica Jo Wessel. Sarah Nicole Martin. Teresa Marie Humphrey. Caitlin Michelle Coleman. Alexis Jane Horeen. Andrea Catherine Kramer with distinction. April Marie Wright. Casey Ann Parker. Ashley Nicole Bunch. Montina Brooke Prather. Hannah Christine Rocky. Hannah Christine Rocky is with high distinction. Pamela K. Rocky. Kenneth Allen Jones with high distinction. Alicia Nicole Sewer. Michael David Webb. Shannon Marie Pickett with distinction. Elizabeth Ann Stucker. Elizabeth Sophia Wright. Lauren Michelle Ice. Kristen Renee Werner. Tammy Catherine Davis. Matthew Allen Hamilton. Christina Mikhailovna Belkina. Andrea Rochelle Hayden. Nicole Marie Heck. Millicent Alicia Wright. Jessica Marie Reiter. Kristen Kayla Benham. Claire Wiggins. Go back to the back. She'll give you a card. Go back behind her. Here, get a card first. You can come on up. Linda Renee Baggett. It's all right. Lauren Marie Oakley. Barbara Jean Moore. Camille May Carl. Brooklyn Elise Guthrie. Wendy Knight. Jillian Smith and baby Brady. Kara Danielle Davis. Amanda Joy Howard. Leah Christine Boyer Jones. Deborah Denise Kelty. Kimberly Ann Keithley. Dewey Dwayne Winstead Jr. And our last graduate of the evening, Tasha Dawn Bibb.
Well, congratulations once again to every member of the class of 2015. Well, we now come to the close of this memorable occasion. We are grateful, as always, to the Commencement Committee for planning and organizing this event. And our thanks go to Amanda Toole and all of our talented musicians for providing the wonderful music for this commencement ceremony. I wonder if our musicians could please stand for our recognition. I'd also like to thank Tia Curry and Josh Rogers, our sign language interpreters. Now please join me in thanking our sign language interpreters as well. Now to acknowledge our newest graduates, I ask Ms. Toole to lead us all in singing our alma mater, Hail to Old IU. And for the very small number of you here who do not know the words to the alma mater, they are in your program booklets. So after the alma mater, please be seated and remain seated until the platform party and the faculty have left the commencement area. Now please all stand for the alma mater.
One, two, three.
And now pass speed. Pass speed. Next page, right next page. Zach's got it. Ain't misbehaving? Why are they doing it orderly dismissal?
Is that all the way to the end?
Yeah, very much.
Ready?
Yeah, yep.
Am I starting this one? Do you guys play at the beginning?
Boot up, loading.
Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Who started?
1, 2, roll.